Hello everyone and welcome to my Bachelor Nation official channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. The Bachelor season 29 concluded with Grant Ellis and Juliana Pasquarosa getting engaged, and he now appears to be teasing his ex-girlfriends with his newfound happiness. Grant, a 31-year-old day trader and former basketball player, was eliminated by Jen Tran during The Bachelorette season 21. As a consolation reward, Grant was offered another opportunity to find love on national television. Since becoming engaged at the end of The Bachelor season 29, Grant and Juliana have faced some controversy. With Grant's runner-up leveling unpleasant accusations, Grant and Juliana have banded together to portray a unified front. Grant's latest love remarks about Juliana appear to be rubbing his happiness in his ex-girlfriends' faces. The Bachelor season 29 conclusion featured Grant proposing to Juliana, who joyfully accepted his beautiful diamond ring. The outcome was rather unexpected given Juliana's difficulty to let down her walls during the season. After being hurt in her previous relationship, she fought being vulnerable with Grant until the last minute. She didn't tell him she loved him until after meeting his family, but that was sufficient for Grant. Licia Gare, 31, Grant's runner-up on The Bachelor, headed into the final rose ceremony with confidence. She was taken aback when Grant dashed her dreams. Licia later told Jesse Palmer that Grant had misled her when they met for the season 29 finale of The Bachelor. Grant and I had talked a lot about that day, and he had always insisted it was going to be us, Licia added. She even stated he expressed a desire to finish the season early since he knew it was her. Grant has since disputed Licia's allegations. In a recent Instagram post, Grant praised his fiancée. "You handle yourself with so much grace and compassion. You are what every woman should aspire to be, and you show me that every day." According to Grant's photo, "That's why I won." Grant is overjoyed with his new fiancée, and The Bachelor is not beyond poking it in his ex's faces. Grant's ex-partners have turned their friendships against him, but what's good for the goose is good for the gander. The Bachelor season 29 had ended with a dazzling engagement, one that had the entire nation buzzing. Grant Ellis, a 31-year-old day trader and former basketball player, had stunned audiences when he proposed to Juliana Pasquarosa, a woman whose walls had been impenetrable for most of the season. As their engagement blossomed under the public eye, it became clear that not all was as smooth as it appeared. The drama of reality TV, as always, would not be confined to the screen. Grant's journey on the show had been anything but predictable. After being eliminated by Jen Tran during season 21 of The Bachelorette, Grant found himself with an opportunity to return to the limelight. He didn't shy away from the chance to find love again, this time as The Bachelor, a decision that propelled him into the arms of millions of viewers. The show's producers were not only keen on Grant's charming personality, but also his previous heartbreak, which gave him an underdog appeal. Fans of the show were invested in seeing Grant move past his old wounds, and he was an early favorite in season 29. Yet the season was not without its hurdles. Juliana, who many viewers initially saw as emotionally guarded, became the center of attention. She had struggled with vulnerability due to a painful breakup in her past. She was wary of opening up to Grant, despite the undeniable chemistry they shared. It wasn't until the season finale, when Juliana met Grant's family, that her fears began to dissipate. By the time Grant dropped to one knee, she had finally allowed herself to fall in love. While the proposal was beautiful and captured the hearts of fans, it was the aftermath that began to spiral into controversy. Licia Gare, the 31-year-old runner-up, had invested herself deeply in the journey with Grant. She had made it clear that she believed their connection was unique and strong. Grant and I had talked a lot about that day, and he always insisted it was going to be us," Lisha shared, voice laced with disbelief. She even went as far as to claim that Grant had spoken about wrapping up the season early, certain that she was the one he would choose. "He was so confident, and I thought we were on the same page," Lisha added, tears welling in her eyes. Grant vehemently denied the accusations, claiming that his feelings for Juliana had always been genuine. "I didn't mislead Lisha," Grant said in a statement to the press. "I was respectful of her and always tried to be transparent. This is an unfortunate situation, but Juliana and I are moving forward together, and that's all that matters." However, fans and critics alike were divided. Some believed Lisha's version of events, while others sided with Grant, saying that the pressures of the show often led to miscommunications and misunderstandings. The tension only intensified when Grant posted a glowing tribute to Juliana on his Instagram. "You handle yourself with so much grace and compassion. You are what every woman should aspire to be, and you show me that every day," he wrote alongside a picture of them smiling together on the beach. "That's why I won." While some fans found the post to be a sweet testament to their love, others felt that Grant's words were a deliberate jab at Lisha and other ex-partners who had been left in his wake. Grant's Instagram caption was widely interpreted as a dig, not only at Lisha, but also at his ex-girlfriends who had followed his journey. Some followers saw it as a declaration of victory, that he had won not just Juliana's heart, but also the validation that came with it. Others, however, questioned his motives. Was he really just basking in his newfound happiness, or was he using his relationship to show off and get back at the women who didn't choose him? The situation quickly escalated when several of Grant's exes, who had remained silent until now, began posting their own cryptic messages on social media. One ex-girlfriend shared a story about a man who doesn't know how to treat women and couldn't be trusted. Another, who had been briefly linked to Grant before his appearance on The Bachelor, commented on a fan page, "If only everyone knew the real Grant, then maybe they'd understand why things ended the way they did." Juliana, ever the supportive fiancée, stood by Grant's side. In a statement to the press, she acknowledged the tension, but emphasized that the couple was not going to allow drama to overshadow their love. "We're in love, and that's all that matters," she said, her tone calm and composed. "We've worked hard to get here, and we're not going to let outside voices distract us from our future together." But the more Grant and Juliana deflected the accusations, the more the tension seemed to grow. While many of their supporters praised their unity, there were others who couldn't shake the feeling that something was amiss. Thanks for watching. If you liked this video, do not forget to subscribe to my channel and do not miss any update.